gosh. Today, my lovelies, is one more day to the national holiday. My birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm still here all week, all strong, celebrating my birthday, but still pouring into you as needed. All right, so let me share with you some wisdom from my journey. The hardest part for me on my journey was letting go of things that no longer serve me. And I had to figure out, where did that come from? Why was I holding on to things that did not serve me? Well, it has a lot of roots, but the basic root is you are operating from a lack frequency. If you are afraid of losing, the way you show up in life is totally different when you're confident that you're going to win. So today, my lovelies, I want you to shift your energy. I want you to start being confident in your success. Know that you are going to find the time to build that inner balance that you need so that you can make sure that all incidents, meetings, and material assistance unimaginable will come your way. This is something that can easily be achieved once you have shifted your mindset. So right now, this is a call to action for you to be actually free, for you to live confidently, and know that that promise that we created, we're going to fulfill it. Why? Because we are all working together to make this happen. You know, recently I was looking at this article, and they were talking about the Honey Pot brand and how it is no longer utilizing organic products and how it switched to products without informing the consumer. And the board does not understand why there is a problem and why consumers are having a hard time with it. See, the one thing that I see as an ongoing problem in this country and all over the world is the fact that we are no longer valuing each other. That our main goal in life is not self-preservation, human life preservation. It's, how can I make $1 off of this experience? And that's kind of dismal way of living, right? If everything you do is based on $1, one thing that I'm a stickler about is that all money isn't good money, right? Because even money is vibrational, and certain money vibrates on a certain frequency. And if you are operating on low-level frequencies, you are going to have low-level experience. If your main goal is to extract the profit from what you're doing, you miss the purpose of what it is that you're doing. Money is an enhancement. It's not something that you define yourself by. Who you are is what defines you. Money is just a way that we compensate people for their time and energy. But the true value is in your time and energy. It's what you're doing. It's what you're spending and putting your time and attention to. So if things are not to your liking, we can't have this blind faith and this blind loyalty. Like, I'm just going to ride with this till the wheels fall off. I don't care how detrimental this is to me and those around us, right? Corporations have taken over to the point where human value is no longer valued. There is no human value. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about the dollar. And it's like, well, my family doesn't use these products, so it shouldn't matter. You know, and we gotta come out of that energy, right? We've got to stop sacrificing people's lives, health, and well-being based on $1. It is very important that we invest in our health and wealth. I will invest in my health. I will spend the extra dollar to buy the stuff that's going to be optimal to my growth and development. There was a time where I was quality over quantity when it came to buying things because I was operating in that lack frequency. But then after I had to replace those items over and over again, I realized taking the cheaper route wasn't always the best route to go. You have to look at the quality of what it is that you're purchasing. And if that product is going to be truly effective for whatever purpose you are purchasing for. If not, we need to learn how to not deal with it, right? The dollar store should be for certain things that you know that the quality really doesn't compromise no matter where you get it. But to buy staples for your house, you're going to find yourself replacing those items over and over and over again until you realize, let me buy something that has better quality so I don't have to keep spending money out. And that's why I like old-fashioned things, because those items were put together with time and precision. People's time, effort, and energy was actually expended into building them items. And that's why they last as long as they do. These new items, they're slapped together and they'll fall apart as soon as you get them. So we have to know and understand that your voice matters. And when there are certain things that are not to your liking, you no longer have to support it. Because if you continue to support things after they make these changes that you don't approve of, then your voice will be drowned out and it won't matter. But when you make a choice that my health and wealth matters, you're going to shop differently than a person that is just a consumer-based shopper, that you're just shopping just because. That's why it's important to know who is your market base. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? And why are they choosing your product above others? If you are not armed with this information, you will fail every time. These businesses keep losing me as a customer. And I don't know if they realize the patterns that are going on. Because like I said, sometimes people in corporate, they have no clue. They're totally disconnected from the real needs of their consumer base. So, I want you to keep this in mind today, my lovelies. Take this wisdom with you in life. Know that it's important to remain integral, transparent when you're conducting business. If you're making any changes to the business that's going to adversely affect the customers, you need to speak to them directly. You don't just make those changes and without informing them, and then they utilize your product, and now your product has something in it that is irritating your customers, as with the case of the Honey Pot brand. And so, and I really feel for the CEO of that company, because I know she did not make those choices on her own. Like, that was not something she said that she wanted to do. This was something that was forced, and she knew that her consumer base was not going to accept these changes. But the corporate has kept telling her and urging her that, oh, it'll be fine. They won't even know the difference. Okay, shareholders, we knew the difference. Now, and then what happens? See, we gotta know and understand that it's time to embrace one another and uplift one another. Yes, it's important for us to chastise one another from time to time. Why? Because we call spades a spade, and that's how we're going to grow. But once we are armed with the information, what are we going to do with it? How are we going to support this woman? Maybe we could become her shareholders, right? The people that invest in her product, we can become the investors. So they don't even have to rely on that money from these external factors to make this thing happen. Why can't we support her ourselves? We really should think about that, right? And I'm going to do some research to see what type of things that they have going on, and see if we could do some type of crowd sharing exercise to help this woman maintain her integrity. Like, it already happened with Carol's daughter and other companies, but we don't have to sit and allow it to happen. We can also figure out ways how we can assist in the matter, and we can become her shareholders. All right, my lovelies. If you need further support on your healing journey, head over to ShekinahWisdom.com where you can book an appointment. If you want art therapy, head over to iamucollection.com. And if you simply want to support the work we do here, you can cash out Unearthing the Truth. All right, my lovelies, you have a wonderful, wisdom-filled Wednesday. And think about what I said.